Money in my pocket, do my own thing. I do my own thing. I'm in my own lane. Bottle after bottle.
What up, though? I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. And on behalf of my homies Big Ed and Waze, I'd like to welcome you to the WayzVerse, where we are counting down to the greatest movie of all times. We have already gone through hundreds of movies. And if we have narrowed the list down to 8 movies, it's time for the Elite 8. Welcome to the WayzVerse. Yo, Big Ed, what's going on, man? What's happening? What's happening with you?
What's up? What's down? What's going on all around, y'all?
It's all good. Big Ed, what's with Big Waze? What's happening with you, man?
Man, not much. I'm excited for this episode of the WayzVerse. We finally get to find out what is the greatest movie of all time.
Yes, sir. I'd like to throw in some honorable mentions that didn't make the field that belonged. Can we do that? Y'all want to do that for
Let's
a quick?
get it.
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, let's go round it about some movies that didn't make the field that belonged in this field. I say that I preface this by saying I think this Elite 8 is legit. So nothing that I'm naming belongs in the Elite 8, like the one that we had to throw in last week that ended up making it. I got This Christmas. Didn't make the field.
Mm-hmm.
Last Holiday.
Nightmare on Elm Street. Or no, sorry. Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh,
That's a damn good one, bro.
that is a good one. What about Best Man?
Didn't Best Man make it?
Best Man made the field, but it didn't make the cut.
Okay, all right. The Best Man made the field. Oh, Captain Phillips didn't make the field.
It did not.
Captain Phillips did not make the field.
Let's see. Man, there's a lot of damn good movies out there.
There is.
Man, we need to do this one again and then put these ones up against the Elite 8. Nightmare Before Christmas.
All right. Hey, I got another one though. Wait, no, Edward Scissorhands made it, didn't it?
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Yeah.
You know, another Christmas movie that didn't make the list, The Santa Claus.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Yep. Funny movie.
Mm-hmm. A movie that didn't make the list because it came out too late, but absolutely deserves a spot on the list. Shang-Chi.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a good one. I'm trying to think. I had something in mind and I
The
can't.
Harder They Fall.
Harder They Fall. Rules of Engagement.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Engagement.
Passenger 69.
Yeah.
And there's so many movies that they realistically should have made the field, but we didn't want to oversaturate the field at the same time. And to be honest, majority of them we didn't think of until damn near at the end of the tournament in the first place.
Think about it. We thought this tournament was going to be 16 movies at the beginning. That's what we started with.
And then we ended up with over 200.
Yeah, it took on a life of its own. So, there's a lot of movies out there that still didn't make the field. And there's no disrespect to any of those.
No.
There's a lot of great movies that deserve to make it, that didn't make it. And we just wanted to take a quick moment to pay homage to those because um, because they did deserve a shout out. So that's it, man.
Toast it up. Grown man glass. Get it ready, bro.
He taking it to the head.
All right.
Don't do it. Oh, he took it to the head.
There we go.
Didn't have my glass ready, so
I would have waited actually, but you did it.
All right. So let's go ahead and recap who are the Elite Eight going into this tournament.
Who are the Elite Eight?
Man, we got Prince in Purple Rain. We got T'Challa in the Black Panther. We got Lean on Me with Mr. Morgan Freeman.
Joe Clark.
Man, we got Ice Cube, Cuba Gooding Jr., Boys in the Hood.
Oh,
Man, we got Hotel Rwanda. We got John Q.
we got Dan Aykroyd.
Man, Dan Aykroyd made the cut, y'all. Dan fucking Aykroyd.
And Jim Belushi.
Man. And then last week's winner. And in my opinion, the most important winner of this tournament, we have the extraterrestrial. We have E.T.
Man, we spent all that time talking about the movie that had the chick with the extra titty, and we forgot about the movie about the dude with the extra testicle.
Elliot.
Man. All right, so, fellas, you guys ready to jump right into this?
Let's do it.
All right.
I suppose.
All right, OG, you going to start us off today. We're going counterclockwise. OG, then Big Ed, then me. So, OG, we're going to start off heavy, and it's time to make some decisions. We have Purple Rain up against Black Panther.
Extremely tough decision. Black Panther, one of the more important movies of this generation. Purple Rain, probably the biggest impact of its generation. Loosely based around the true story of Prince. Great film, a lot of fun. Black Panther had the best villain of all times.
The best.
Uh,
The most relatable as well.
if they're both on, I have no idea what I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna go with Purple Rain.
Okay.
Now, this is the greatest movie of all time.
Correct.
Not the greatest what you will watch at all time.
Correct.
I have to go with Purple Rain as the better movie.
Now, I will say this. I love Purple Rain. Purple Rain deserves its spot in this Elite Eight. It deserves the fact that it is moving on no matter what in this matchup. But I am going to say that I personally think Black Panther is the better made movie due to the story, the fact that the antagonist has such a great thematic and history behind him, where it's not just some guy that wants to take over the world. It's a man who came in, wants to become the king of Wakanda because he knows that gives him the ability to change the life of every other person that looks like us in America. You know what I mean? And around the world. You know, so to me, Black Panther has more of a compelling story that I could get behind, and it has some hell of a great action scenes. Not to mention the fact that they bring in so much African culture into the movie.
Yeah.
So I will give my vote to Black Panther.
how much of that is CGI?
Mainly the suiting up, the war, the large battle scenes are CGI.
I would say that 85 to 90% of Black Panther is CGI.
Yeah, but does that make a movie bad or good? Because what makes a movie
I
is
don't,
really the plot and the details.
I don't hold that against it at all.
No.
I don't hold that against it at all. It's a great movie. And tough decision for me. And but Purple Rain moved on.
Absolutely. Next up, Big Ed, you start us off. The movie you railed against, E.T., up against a Denzel movie that finally made the cut, John Q.
Oh, E.T. There's no question about that one. E.T. Over John Q? Yeah.
Yeah.
E.T.
I love the story of John Q. It's one of the few movies that really, for lack of better terms and usage of words, grips at your heart. You know what I mean? It is a hell of a story, hell of a movie. To me personally, it was Denzel's best performance. But E.T. is the classic of these two movies, and it is, in my opinion, the better of the two movies. So I will go E.T. as well.
I will go with I won't take long. I'm gonna go with the extra testicle.
So that's a clean sweep for E.T.
That is. But are you guys really surprised by that?
And
All
I
right.
was actually,
What I'm surprised by is that ET had actually not made the field.
Man,
Understand, folks, ET had actually not made the field. And in the last episode, I realized what the fuck were we thinking?
and what movie did we get rid of for E.T.?
Finding fucking Nemo.
Finding Nemo.
So we got rid of a damn good movie for another damn good movie.
Man.
No, it's not close. ET is far superior to Finding Nemo. And
I agree.
as evidenced,
Well,
not only did ET make the final 8, but it's moving on
Mm-hmm.
into
the
the
final
final
four.
four.
To the final 4. Indeed. So big ups to ET,
Man.
the underdog.
Now,
Underdog that shouldn't be an underdog.
we are going to change things up a little bit to our format here. Usually we'll finish off the entire left side of the bracket, move on to the right. But since this is the final 8, we're going to move straight on over to the first round of the right side of the bracket. We're going to keep the momentum going. Starting with me, we have Lean On Me up against Boys in the Hood.
God damn.
Exactly how I feel about it. Because these are two absolute separate sides of the spectrum, but movies as a black man you can relate to. Oh my God. All right, so
I don't know. To me, they're on the same spectrum.
I guess, yeah. For me, it's different, but that's just me and my personal view on it. Boys in the Hood, man, that shit. Both of these movies, I will say, I relate to on a way different level. Boys in the Hood is a movie that I relate to due to the way I grew up, the environment I grew up in. You know, it's not much different. You know, my Ricky was Antonio, or Antoine, I mean. You know,
I actually thought you was gonna say somebody else.
no, don't get me wrong, that is, but one of my friends that I grew up with in that area, you know, it was the same situation. But Lean On Me, I relate to Morgan Freeman's character on there because he's not just a black man who is trying to do right. He's a black man that is trying to set an example for the future generations. Much how, like, I'm sure you guys can agree, this is the way we feel about the younger generation of black men. We want to be that pillar to say, hey, you don't need to be in the fucking hood. There's other options available to you. You know, so it's difficult, but I have to go Morgan Freeman and Lean on Me.
OG.
And this is an extremely tough choice. Boys in the Hood changed cinema, black cinema. The reason he did that film was because of the movie Colors.
Mm-hmm.
And when he saw the movie Colors, he said, you know, as long as the story is told from the standpoint of the cops and the gangbangers are nothing but hats and guns, nobody cares what happens to them. He challenged everybody to say, what happens if you get to know the gangbanger? What if we told the story from the standpoint of the guy that's the gangbanger? We went into his household. We learned more about his family. We learned who he grew up with and how he was raised. And let's see if you care. And it worked. He was right. And it changed black movies forever. Extremely important film, far more important than it gets credit for.
Mm-hmm.
It was Ice Cube's first time doing in a film, and now we all know he's a filmmaker extraordinaire now.
And he's always telling black stories.
Truth, and he has fun too. He tells a lot of fun stories.
Oh yeah.
That said, Lean on Me, on the other hand, is a really true story. I mean, it actually was a true story about a principal that the principal of my high school idolized. And Joe Green's story was similar to Joe Clark's story. And I saw Joe Green's story up close and personal. I saw him turn Southwestern from a school that was riddled with violence into a school that was producing some of the top minds in the country. So I'm gonna go Fair East Side with Lean on Me.
All right, Big Ed.
Now, when I went to high school, I had a white principal, but Joe Clark reminded me of the principal I had in high school. I kind of saw myself as Sam's. You know what I'm saying? That person that was always in the mix, that wanted to be in the mix, but wasn't quite in the mix until Joe Clark put him there. That's how Mr. Fitzpatrick was with me. I ended up being the high school mascot. I don't know why I said that story, because it has nothing to do
Your high ass
with Lean on Me. But except for the fact that my principal in high school reminded me of Joe Clark with the personal attention that he spent with the students at his school. So I'm going with Lean on Me and Joe Clark.
surprising clean sweep. Lean on Me over Boys in the Hood. Now,
It was tough though.
we're back to UOG starting us off. And then, once again, it is decision time. We have Hotel Rwanda up against Blues Brothers.
Oh man, you're an asshole.
Look, y'all
You
chose the
should have
numbers.
ran
I
this.
picked it in, put it in.
Hey, you should have ran this through the algorithm a couple more times. Because you're an asshole for this one. And it's on you, OG.
Oh, it's on me.
Yep.
And what's the movies again?
Hotel
Hotel
Rwanda up against Blues Brothers.
I want you, you, you. 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 I'm going with the Blues Brothers, man.
Big Ed?
I'm sorry for Hotel Rwanda. You kind of do deserve to go on, but not against the Blues Brothers. I'm going with Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi with the Blues Brothers.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, I'm going Blues Brothers. Because ain't no car chase scene better than the one in Chicago with the motherfucking Blues Brothers with the police chasing their ass. That is the most memorable car scene I have ever seen.
And if you guys want to see the car scene that he's talking about, go ahead and go back on the YouTube channel on the What Up Though Show Network and watch the trailer that we put out for the Elite Eight.
All right. Big Ed, you start us off next. And once again, decisions have to be made. Purple Rain up against E.T.
Oh.
Damn. I'm from Minneapolis, but I'm sorry, Prince. E.T. has to move on this round.
Oh. All right, so it's on me. Actually, you know what? I'm going to change it up. I want to give OG a chance to put his vote in here, and I'll go next. I don't have my mind made up yet. It's a toss up for me. So I'm on good. OG, who would you like, or who do you pick for between Purple Rain and ET?
I'm going to go with E.T.
Oh wow, no thought behind it. You just went with it. All right. Well, ET moves on. That makes it a lot easier on me. Because Purple Rain, I was like, man, I ain't gonna lie. I watched it recently, and I had to watch it, or I watched it again recently, and man, that's a hell of a movie. E.T., you're gonna get all three votes on this one. Next up, starting with me.
Hold on, bro.
What up?
Let's do something real quick. Let's take a 10 to 20 second break.
Okay.
And we'll be right back. Rest of the Elite Eight on the WayzVerse. Brought to you by Wave. On the What Up Though Show Network.
All right, and we are back. We are back. We had to take a short break there. We're back on the WayzVerse. We are down to 3 of the final 4 has been decided.
Yeah.
And,
We're actually down to our semifinals on the right side of the bracket here. I'm gonna actually start with you, OG, because I want to get the first vote on the final matchup.
all right.
So, your first vote is for either Lean on Me or Blues Brothers.
Extremely, extremely, extremely tough call. I'm going with the Blues Brothers.
Very good.
Damn. Damn. In my Farouk voice. I gotta go with the Blues Brothers also.
Man. Ooh, y'all made it easy on me. Because Lean on Me stood no chance against the Blues Brothers with me on this one. So Blues Brothers moves up. Holy shit.
Blues Brothers got another clean sweep.
Yo, all right. So if anyone has not been paying attention to this bracket, this Elite Eight bracket was heavily, and I mean heavily, African American movie influenced. The final two in this bracket to determine the Elite Eight are E.T. and the Blues Brothers.
Now remember, folks, E.T. was a late addition.
Late edition that absolutely earned its position. So it will start off with me. And y'all made it so much more difficult for me because Blues Brothers, you want to talk about an entertaining movie. You cannot get any more entertaining of a movie than this. But E.T., you want to talk about a story that sucks you in, keeps you in, and makes you want to keep on watching. E.T. is that movie. I am going to vote for the Blues Brothers. OG, you are up.
I'm going to go with the extra testicle.
So that leaves it on me
It does.
to decide the greatest movie of all time.
To decide the greatest movie of all time.
Oh my God. Why me? Why? Damn. I'm actually gonna have to go with Ways and say that the Blues Brothers is the better movie.
Wow.
And that makes the Blues Brothers
The greatest movie of all time.
The
Jim
Blues.
Belushi and Dan Aykroyd.
On a mission from God.
Oh my God.
wow.
Wow, is correct, folks. So there you have it, man. We did it. We counted down. We started with over 200 movies, and we came down to 8, and now we are down to 1. And that 1 is the Blues Brothers. I'm kind of surprised, but it is what it is. We want to thank y'all for joining the WayzVerse, man. Thank y'all for joining the WayzVerse, man. I'm your boy OG Tim Wilson. On behalf of Big Ed and Waze, make sure you join us again. We'll be doing something else. We'll be doing another contest next.
I actually, before we sign off,
Go ahead, Joe.
it's time to reveal what the next contest is.
Okay.
Now, do you guys remember what I originally had said was the next contest?
The best TV shows.
Correct. But incorrect now, because we are going to have the greatest album of all time tournament.
Ooh.
Wow.
With some very strict rules applied.
Oh, man.
So we will have 4 categories. The 4 categories will be solo albums, group albums, such as like Wu-Tang, AC/DC, bands, soundtracks, and then we have collaborations or / mixtapes.
Oh.
Now here's where things get interesting. The rules of the tournament. No category can have more than one album by a single artist or group. Therefore, if we put a Michael Jackson album in there, it cannot be more than one of his albums. There will be up to 32 albums per category. And then the Elite Four will be determined by polls in all three. What was that?
The Final Four.
Final Four, Elite Four will be determined by the final three group or by polls in all three of our groups: the WayzVerse group, the Smoke Session group, the What Up Doe Show group, and our personal pages. We'll throw out a poll out there. We'll give people the opportunity to choose the winners on who's going forward in each of those matchups. All votes will be tallied during our final episode of this tournament to determine the greatest tournament or greatest album of all time.
Oh.
So that final bracket, that Elite Four, we will not get to determine. It will be the people who vote that gets the chance to determine who wins the greatest album of all time.
Damn. Okay. All right. So you got it there, folks. That is going to be what we'll do next. So I guess next time you see us, we're going to be putting the field together. And that's always fun. That was fun with movies. So it ought to be fun with albums too. It's the WayzVerse.
Just need to clear my mind.